Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome to another episode 125, Straightjacket podcast, the penultimate end to the season. The season is over in the Premier League, but it's not over for Manchester United. We have the big one, the Europa League final, and this is basically the preview, the podcast, the whatever, mate. You know what I mean? I call it, I don't know what I said on the title, but I called it season definer. But before we start the video, obviously we have to check out on a man then, you feel me? Back to the podcast we've not seen in a while. Musa, how's it going, man? Riso, CIC behind you as well. How's that going, bro?
We're good, man. We're in the building. We're working, man. We're just, it's long days, man. A lot of the time I'm just getting out of it quite late, but we're good. We're in a good position.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. And below you, it's Aaron, man like Mr. Aaron United. What are you saying, bro?
I'm all good, man. Happy to see the brothers again. Musa, Saeed, yourself, and Nordin, of course. Yeah, man. Doing good. Obviously, trying to live life. Lockdown's easing a bit more now. So yeah, man. We need to link up, actually, bro. Like,
yeah,
man.
Us,
actually. I saw last time Musa was here, but I wasn't available that day, bro. But I saw the snaps and everything. Yeah, I was really pleased to see you up here, man, doing your thing.
Come on. Absolutely. Just before I bring in Nuruddin, someone says, "Hey, Papoose in the building." Aaron, what's the red gang saying?
Yeah, people keep telling me, like, say ever since I was a kid, man, people kept telling me I look like Papoose and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even Nuruddin, one of the first times we met, he was like, "Yo, you look like that rapper called Papoose." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, I know." So it's not the first time I've been told this.
Come on. A man like Mr. Structure. Yo, what today, man? It's been a cold day, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm normally not that cold, but hopefully by the end of the week we should be getting good weather, Nuruddin. How's everything, man?
Yo, the sun's out. I just cycled fast to get here, and the sun's come out. I was drenched before this afternoon, drenched in this weather. Then the sun's blazing out there now. Sun's blazing.
Bipolar.
Show you people, check that sun out. Sun's blazing.
Yeah, it is, man. But anyway, we're going to get into the video. By the way, everybody who's tuned in right now, over 100 views right now in the video, like the video and share the video also, people. But make sure you're liking the video and also subscribing to the channel. Musa, we're going to start off with you, bro. Season's fizzled out. Yesterday happened, you know what I mean? Routine win. I thought Wolves were terrible. Well, what did Wolves do, man? Your guy Nuno, man, he's dead, man. He's done out here, man.
It's not routine. We don't routine.
No, it was a boring game, man. It was boring, man.
Go on.
No, I was literally just gonna say, like, it was a boring game. I was more, hooked into the top four race. Like, I was, switching between the Liverpool game, then the Chelsea game, and the Spurs game. I was watching that, bro. Like, obviously, I had the United side, the United game on the side, but I wasn't really interested in that, to be honest.
Exactly. Super chat here from Saeed. Saeed, you see Pepe? Imagine he was Saka. Click season only buying Kane. Can you imagine? Can you compete? Listen. We need to read the Europa League first, Zayn. Let's do one step by step, Zayn. You know what I mean? But big up to Pepe anyway, man. We like to see the brothers shining. But Musa, man, season-defining game, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? With everything that's going on right now, how confident are you we're going to beat Villarreal, who are on a bit of form? They only just about lost to Real Madrid. They beat Sevilla convincingly. They're going into a bit of form. The Spanish team, technical. Unai Emery, 3 in a row in the Champions League. Won it 3 times. These kind of teams, man, they gear up for it, man. I think it means more to them than it means to us. I don't know if that's my kind of opinion, but they would want to look like they would have wanted to win this. What do you reckon, bro? What's your ultimate feeling going to the game?
I don't know. I think Solskjaer needs a trophy as much as, we... because I think the fan base is still divided with Solskjaer, right? As much as we're all saying, cool, let's give him a chance. Obviously, he's finished second. It is what it is, but there's always been a bit of noise throughout the season. There was a bit of noise last season. So I think Solskjaer definitely needs a title just as much as anybody else. So I think it definitely means a lot to him. I feel like also just to cement a trophy with this team that he's trying to build and to get the first one underneath the belt to move us forward, I think that's going to be important. So I feel like there's a lot of people. I think Bruno's a winner, Pogba's a winner. I've been seeing Pogba and Bruno on their socials. talking about the big game and one more massive game to play. So I think it means a lot to the players. And I feel like also as a team, we've been through so much recently, and as a fan base, we're going to want to win this trophy. And we're not there just to take part. And then when I look at Villarreal, to be honest, I don't see them as one of the strongest teams that were in the competition. I just believe they have a manager who knows how to win and knows what he's doing. And I feel like that's going to be the most. I just feel like, can Solskjaer out tactic, Emery? Can he do that? Because I think it's between the managers. And I feel like if Solskjaer goes in there without his A game, thinking he's just going to put McTominay and Fred in the middle of the park, and that's going to be enough to just unsettle them. This is European football, man. And I think he should really take heat from the games against Fulham and yesterday with that midfield of McTominay. That midfield of Van der Beek and Matic, and really have a good think about what he saw in those two games to what he's seen when we played, McFred, as everyone likes to call them. Because I feel like there's still some changes that could be made. Because I'm looking at Van der Beek and Matic, and I'm saying they give much more to us as a team than what we've been getting from McTominay and Fred. And I feel like maybe both, or at least one of them, I think the problem is
Donny played well yesterday.
What's that?
Donny played well yesterday, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Donny played very well. And even Matic, I'm not a big fan of Matic, but the difference between Matic and Fred is that in those tight areas, there's a calmness that Matic has, and he's also able to hold the ball off and release it and to give the ball out. Like that, both of them as a pairing retain the ball better, look after the ball better, and able to distribute the ball better. So if it's all about having two people in the middle of the park who can do that, get the ball back, retain it, move it, then if you look at the two as a pairing compared to McFred, then you're going to know that, that this is day and night between the two. So I just feel like in a game like this, do you make a bold move and bring someone in? Well, that's the reason, that's what Solskjaer gets paid to do. And I feel like looking at the last couple of games, for me, he's going to have to earn the money, because you can make a bold move like that and kill the game off in the first half, or you can go in there, thinking, yeah, we're going to do what we're going to do, and then we can be struggling come half time and they're still in the game. What I don't want to happen is Villarreal to be still in the tie at half time. I think a team like Man United and the players that we got, we should be done in this game in the first half. That's what I want. I want full smoke.
Wow.
Wrap them up and put them in a spliff early.
Well, what I mean? You're gonna have to have a brilliant Man United side to do that. I don't know the performance kind of justify it. Aaron, I'm going to come to you next. When you look at Villarreal and you look at Man United, you look at it's poles apart in terms of the teams. I think we're superior in every department. Maybe I would say up front, maybe they have something about them. But you know what? Nah. I'm going to take that back. Overall, as a squad balance, we have a better team. I would argue that. That would be arguable, right? Because I think midfield are better than us in midfield with Perejo, what's it called? A few of them, a few ballers in there, yeah? But the problem
I don't think so.
Well, you know what? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to play devil's advocate today, you feel me? In the podcast, I try to play devil's advocate, yeah? And Aaron, when you look at it, bro, in a one-off final, yeah, anything can happen. I'm trying to say to you, I don't know if you're trying to find all his tactics over there, you know what I mean? Trying to search for all his tactics around there.
No, it wasn't. No, you're right, bro. Like,
in one-off game, tactics are very key, man. And you only got to realize with Sarri, bro, when Sarri was manager against Unai Emery, wiped him apart, bro. You get me?
Yeah, no, you're right, bro. On paper, we have a better team than them, but it's about turning up on the pitch. We always have great lineups, but on the pitch, it's a different story. I agree with Musa when he says that we'll probably see Fred McTominay, because that's just the midfield that he reverts to every single time. That's like his security. You know what I mean? That's like, those two are like his bodyguards. So, it's gonna be about just the big players turning up, to be fair. I don't think it's gonna be about tactics. I just think it's gonna be about, are the big players, motivated enough to turn up? Do they really want to win this Europa League? final. But yeah, the midfield battle is going to be a big one because Parejo,
That's why it could be lost.
Capu and Coquelin, ex Premier League players, 2 ex Premier League players in there. So Emery probably knows how we set up because he played against us as well. He'll have something ready for us, man. And it's just I'm not going into this final overconfident, but I do feel like we have players that can make the difference. Which shouldn't be the case because looking at the quality that we have, we should go into this final overconfident, if anything. But like I said, good lineup, but on the pitch, it's always a different story.
Absolutely. Nuruddin, you know what I mean? You seen yesterday, a few certain players played well in terms of Donny, Matic, you know what I mean? But in reality, these guys won't be playing. It'll be McFred. It'll be, hopefully, you'd be thinking that Rashford will be on the right, when in reality, is he suited to there? You'd hoping that, Cavani would be up top. When you look at it and you assess it, how do Man United fans go into this? Because I just feel like I don't know how to take this match, man. Because Villarreal, when I looked at them, and I looked at them, how they played against Real Madrid, they look stern, they look solid, they look unbreakable. And then obviously at the end, they did look breakable, but obviously Real Madrid showed their tenacity. But I don't know, Nuruddin, I'm confused, man, how to take this final, I just think, you just got to hope that the big players turn up. Story of the season, isn't it? You hope that the big players turn up rather than the tactics of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No, it could be two. It could be both. To me, I'm flabbergasted, first of all. Flabbergasted that you didn't watch the game yesterday. I watch any game where Man United play and there's no Fredo McTominay. Are you kidding me, people? I watch any game where there's no Fred, mate. The tactics, I love those tactics yesterday. We played 4-2-4 and it was movement everywhere. Anybody can go most places. Even Dan James looked good under that system. Even Dan James looked good. Man got so confident, thought he could chip 1-1.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there.
Technique that he hasn't got. That's how gassed he was when he seen, Ahmed taking people, sending them to the shops and everywhere else, bro. Man was sending them to the pubs, man. Man was sending them inside, not outside, inside the pubs, man. Sending everybody in there rampant. No social distancing yesterday from Ahmed, what he was doing to them players, man. So I was gassed yesterday. I sat back there and I relaxed, me. It was a relaxing and I watched some good football and I seen Mata knit everything together and I thought Diallo knit everything to the intelligence of that kid. I'm like, wow, 18 years old and he's doing that. And obviously, Elanga took his chance. We had 2 chances before that. He took it. Honestly, watching that team was refreshing to me. I'm sorry, guys, but you guys are like, what do you think me?
For how long, though, man?
Listen, Nuno has had most devastating injuries. And if any of your managers that you guys think are the greatest have had any of the injuries that Nuno's had, and mainly, they only had 1 striker. That is Jimenez. And he's missed half of the season, almost all of the season.
Yeah.
So, and then Neto gets injured. Then, Johnny, who's vital to the way they play, they've had injuries all over the place, man. They've had half of their defense out throughout the season. And I think Wolves could regret this. I rate Nuno. The only thing I don't rate Nuno is that Nuno plays super defensive at times. If he was a bit more attacking, I think he'd be a brilliant manager. But that's Wolves and that game. I went live last night on the United Real Therapy, and Irfan actually watched. It's my brethren. He watched the Real Madrid Villarreal game, and he did a bit of scouting. He said how Real Madrid play. And then this morning when I woke up, I was like, right, you know what? Let me just, because I knew we were going to talk about it today. So let me just check the patterns of play. They deploy the formation. They deploy how Villarreal play. Villarreal is not going to be easy team to beat.
I know.
They're very well organized. Their strength, their biggest strength is their defense, bro. It's their defensive organization with the midfield. They are low block FC, mate. And what do we struggle against?
Low block FC.
And why do we struggle against low block FC? Because we expect Fred and McTominay to create.
Yeah.
So if I see them both tomorrow, on Wednesday, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. If I see those 2 tomorrow on Wednesday, we're in trouble.
You think Van der Beek might get stuck?
And then if Ollie doesn't make the changes from the bench quick enough, we're in deeper trouble.
Is that the worry? Is that the worry for you?
Man United to win this final, like Musa said, we need to score first. And I agree with both Musa and Aaron what they both said. I echo what they both said. Having a great team on paper, right? Listen, it's about who wants it on the day. Who wants it? Wants it? To me, the last time I seen Man United play well in Europe, dominate a game in Europe, was against Sevilla. We dominated that game. They caught us on the counter a couple of times.
So what happened at the end?
But that's what I'm saying to you. So the midfield that we played that day was Pogba, Bruno, and Fred. And yesterday, for me, Donny proved to the world what I've been screaming since he came, that he can play as a number 8. He can play as a number 8. Yesterday, some of the things he did, and you know what? To play against Moutinho and the way that one of the centre halves steps out into the midfield and the wing backs tuck in, it's not easy because they make it a 5 sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
5. One of the centre halves steps in, right, into the midfield, and then the 2 wing backs come in. And what Donny was doing was disgusting at times, letting the ball rolling them like they were not there. And at the end of the day, it was him that he got the penalty and we won. So to me, Man United have got to go attacking in this game. To me, I don't want any regrets. I don't want any regrets. And I say it loud and clear, people. If Man United, if it comes to the second half, the longer the game goes on 0-0, the more likely they'll nick it. I will promise you, the more likely they will nick it. So we need an early goal to settle the nerves. Secondly, and then we need to play our football. And tomorrow, I don't want to see Fred and McTominay because I'm telling you now, watching that game yesterday, even though we play a lot of youth, it was refreshing. The ball was going forward. People were not giving the ball away every 2 seconds. We were holding possession when we need to hold. And actually proved yesterday, when you play 2 centre halves that are quick, you can push up a bit more and squeeze the game at times. In the first half, Wolves obviously came out because their fans were there. They wanted to send off. They didn't want a loss to be the send-off for their manager. So they came out and really put the pressure on the second half. But in that first half, United comfortable, brilliant football, manipulating, recycling the way. All of the things that we don't see from Fred and McTominay. And yesterday, Matic, and you know, Saeed, you know, Aaron, you know. I'm not his biggest fan. But yesterday, the combination between him and Donny, we look like...
And they're both technical players, so Moutinho and Neves.
The ball was going forward. There was no sideways FC, mate.
No.
There was no sideways back FC, mate. It was forward.
And they have Dendoncker. They had Dendoncker yesterday. And Neves. They're 2 technical players. And 2 that play for the Portugal team. National teams. And Moutinho, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Jerome T. Green goes, Ollie will have his work cut out. Emery has won many Europa Leagues. Going to be harder than people think. Musa, you know the mentality of winning trophies. Will that count?
Listen, he's lost 3. He's won 4 and lost 3. He's been in 7 finals. Yeah.
Is that mentality though, Musa?
Yeah.
You know, is that the feeling that you're thinking of? You know what, man, that made a difference, you know. You know, Emery has been there, done it. You know what I mean? He knows what to do. He knows how to tactically prepare for games. You know, I know he's lost a few, but I think this team, again, Spanish team again, man, they know how to win things. These Spanish teams, they got a legacy of winning. Sevilla.
I think so.
You know what? Barcelona, Real Madrid, you know what I mean? They got a legacy of winning stuff, man.
But we still got a couple players as well who remember how it feels to win the last trophy, the last time we won the Europa League. And I feel like there's a couple things that's happened recently. The merger of De Gea being the number 1 again, which I believe he'll be in the sticks again for the final. I feel like also we haven't spoke about Bailly and Axel. You know,
who's going to be that one?
Yeah, that
who would you have?
Pair. Boy, I think from what I saw, it's all about partnerships, man. And I feel like to bring in Lindelof to partner up one of them 2, I think Lindelof might as well just be benched and wait for Maguire to come back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think I play them 2 because, again, I saw, you know, tackling ability. I saw that they had the pace to get back. I saw that they were able to play the ball. So for me, remember we spoke about that square of Maguire, Lindelof, Fred, and McTominay. We saw a new square, and it was different. You know what I'm saying? We saw, you know, Twansabi and Bailly, and then we saw Van der Beek and Matic, and they gave us something different. And again, they allowed us to play ball. I feel like tomorrow we got to play ball. And if we're not going to play with Van der Beek and 2 holding midfielders, we need to put Paul Pogba, one of the world's best midfielders, back in midfield. That's for me, because I feel like Man United need to go and force themselves on this game. We need to go and turn up and just play the game, play Man United. Like if we start like Paul Pogba is one of the world's best midfielders, and we're going to put him on the left. Yes, we know he does a great job on the left, and yes, we know he can do that. But Paul can play in the middle of the park. He can do it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like we need to go there and say, cool, let's go and break them down. Let's play with Paul in the middle of the park. Let's play with Rashford and Greenwood. Greenwood's on form right now.
Yeah.
How are we going to bench Greenwood? We need goals. We need people that's got no backlift. You know what Greenwood's about? Greenwood's about getting the ball where you think it's not possible, bottom corner. 1-0, we're in the game. We need that early. We can't give them no spirit. You can't let them be thinking that they're in the game halfway through the game. It's 0-0. They're thinking, yeah, we can win this. Listen, we can't handle that pressure because Solskjaer's not going to make the substitutes. He's not going to make the tactical changes that he needs to make. He's going to leave it on individual brilliance. So he's going to fling people on at the end. And we can't afford that, man. I just want a good lineup and let the players go out there and do what they can do. We got Bruno, we got Pogba, we got Rashford, we got Cavani, we got Greenwood. Listen, man, them. As much as we think that our team is standard, it's not. We've got ballers on the pitch.
Yeah, I agree with that one, but it's sometimes I feel like it's the way you operate them. Apparently, admitted and said, hey, with NBFC, people feel like Scott McTominay and Cavani are two professionals with terms, attitude, training, punctuality. They're absolute role models there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, where does he say he can pass the ball forward then? So while that
I was literally going to say the same thing.
Where's the ball going forward?
Hard yards, isn't it? Hard yards count, man. Don't worry.
You can be on time all you want, bro. You
try to gaslight us. You stop trying to enforce it on us, indoctrinate on us that Scott McTominay as a holding midfielder is any good. He's not. As a number,
he's a poster boy, man. He's a poster boy.
When he's making runs into the box, yes, he's got a good finish on him. He can do that energy up and down. But as a guy who's holding, no, mate, he's not a holder. He can't pass a ball, and all he does is go backwards and sideways. Don't try to brainwash people. I don't care how hard he trains. I don't care how many he licks. I don't care how many drill runs he does. I don't care his score of, the bleep test. I don't care if he gets there, if he sleeps overnight so he can be there at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. I care about, can you pass that football forward? Can you create something? Are you resistant to the press? Can you use your body to protect the ball? No, you can't do those.
Trust me. Aaron, man, that's what we're talking about right now. If Ollie picks favourites over people who
quickly. Did you guys see Gary Neville and Alex Ferguson interview?
Parts of it, yeah.
I saw parts of it, yeah.
When Alex is talking about, risking it all. Like,
I've seen that part, yeah.
Flipping it, man. This is what we're missing here again, bro.
Definitely, and Musa just touched on it there, bro. So Alex Ferguson, that part of the interview talks about how there was a game where with 15 minutes to go, he just threw on bare attacking players because he's like, what have we got to lose? We've got nothing to lose. And then he said, yeah, okay, cool. You're going to concede goals maybe on a counter-attack, but bro, at least you took the risk. And when he talked about that, it brought me back to the game that we lost to City at home. Remember when they came to Old Trafford and they humiliated us like 6-1? We didn't lose 6-1 because we didn't play well. We lost 6-1 because at one point, Fergie just made bare changes and wanted to commit everyone forward. And they just went on a counter-attacks like, 2-3 times? And that's when Dzeko scored. That's when Bellamy scored as well, I think. That's why we lost 6-1.
Aaron, don't forget, we were down to 10 men and 3 of the goals came in injury time.
So exactly. That's my point. That's my point. Yeah. So we lost 6-1 because we were down to 10 men. We committed everyone forward. All of the changes that we made were attacking changes. It was 3-1.
Was it 3-1? I'm sure it was 6-2. I'm sure
it was 6-1 in the end. It was 6-1. So we were 3-1 down. So bro, I totally understand. That's why I relate to Fergie when he says when you commit everyone forward and when you take risks, of course you're going to concede because everyone's forward, everyone's trying to score. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer bringing on Matic when we were 3-2 down against Leicester, and Donny van der Beek is on the bench.
They've they've just showed the squad now, and Maguire's in the squad to go to Gdansk. Or
Yeah, he's not playing, bro.
Well, he's not playing. I don't know why they brought him then. You know what I mean? They'll just bring him part of the squad just for the vibes. You know, obviously after the game, if we do win it and whatnot. But
John Terry moment, so we can have a John Terry moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. But who would you start at defense, Nordin? If it were you, you know, you got Bailly, Twanzebe.
Listen, I see what Musa's saying. To me, I agree with Musa. Those two guys would play tomorrow for me. But even though they've not played too many games this season, at the end of the day, it's about partnerships. But if we're going to play that square, Scott and McTominay, then Lindelof has to come back in. But if not, then, to me, if you're going to play Fred, Pogba, Bruno in midfield, and have Rashford on the left and Greenwood and then Cavani up front, that's what you would play. That's what I would play. But they both got offer pace. The only thing that I say to you, Moreno hasn't got really pure pace. There isn't anything.
But is that what you need in a European final? How many strikers in the past have you seen, man? No pace, but killer touch.
Listen, the guy who did us against Sevilla, what's his name? Luke De Jong.
Luke De Jong, exactly.
Yeah,
what I mean?
He did us, and it was a pattern of play that did us. But I mean, listen, realistically, we all know Lindelof's going to play. Like, who are we kidding?
Are you worried about Lindelof Twanzebe because you looked at Fulham and the way they got him behind us and got bullied? You know what I mean? And they're not the best team in the world. They're relegated.
You know what? You can tell Bailly's suffering from the corona, obviously. You can see it. But I would trust him because at least he's aggressive. He's more aggressive than Twanzebe. He's more aggressive than those guys. And you know what? That's his old team. So, you know what? He's the only guy that actually plays. Who's going to play? If he's going to play tomorrow, if he starts on Wednesday, he is the only guy who's going to play against his former team. So, Bailly, to be fair. But... You know what? It's not even going to be about our defense. At the end of the day, Man United have to go on the front foot. Man United have to be on the front foot. We're going to concede. We're going to concede goals regardless. Whoever plays, we concede goals. Even if Maguire was there, and this revisionist history, I can't take this. People making out like Maguire's like Baresi or Maldini. I'm sorry, he wasn't.
Or Beckenbauer.
He wasn't any of those people, man. Let's not get it twisted, right? We conceded 27 goals at Old Trafford. He's missed 2 or 3 games at Old Trafford. So let's not get it twisted, people. So even with Maguire, we could lose that game tomorrow. Without Maguire, we could lose that tomorrow. I just don't want to hear about all this revisionist history. At the end of the day, it shouldn't be about on our defense. We should go there on Wednesday, and like Musa said, we take the initiative. From minute 1, we take the initiative. From minute 1, and we go out there and stamp our authority into this game. That's what I want to be thinking about. I don't want to be thinking about who's defending, who's this and that. At the end of the day, we get attacked. To me, I agree with Musa. David De Gea's got to play. David De Gea, I mean, we'll come to it maybe.
Well, let's make the squad then. Let's talk about the squad here. We've got the squad right here now, as you can see right there. The squad for the Europa League final, people. And make sure you get me a like in the video on this channel, people. Make sure you subscribe.
First 11, yeah?
First 11. We're going to pick the first 11 for the Europa League final. And we're going to carefully assess it because we have to get the right squad. And this is the squad that I think Ollie should pick. I think we should do this, what Ollie should pick. Does that make sense to you guys, or is that not what we should do? Should pick what we should pick or what Ollie should pick?
You know what we should do too. We should pick what we think the team that should play, and then what we think Ollie's going to play.
Okay. So shall we do what Ollie wants to play? Then we'll check what Ollie wants to play now from now on. Feel me? Start off with that. So Ollie, I think he'll go for De Gea. I really do. I don't know what you guys are saying.
De Gea.
Yep, De Gea.
I think you go for De Gea as well, yeah.
I think he'll go for De Gea. I think the Black Four will speak for himself. Wan-Bissaka at right back. You've got, I think it will be...
Bailly, I think.
You think so?
I think Bailly will play as well, yeah.
I don't know. I think he'll pick Twanzebe. Musa, what do you reckon?
I think you might be shocked. Lindelof might not play tomorrow, guys.
Oh.
You might be shocked because he's played Bailly and Axel twice now.
Yeah. Okay. And we're going to do 2 results. Mostly outnumbered, so we're going to pick Bailly and Lindelof.
He's never dropping Lindelof, man. He's never going to drop Lindelof.
Yeah, he's never dropping him, bro. I don't think he's ever dropping.
Luke Shaw or Telles?
Luke Shaw, mate. Are you kidding me?
Luke.
Be fair, man. You know, tell us lately, man. You know what I mean? But credit in the bank. You know what I'm saying to you.
Fred, let's not even argue about it.
Not even argument. You know what I mean? Let me just put Fred in that.
Straight in there.
He might do Pogba. He might do Pogba and then play left-hand side Rashford, and then he might.
No, I think he'll do.
That's
right,
what I'm
Rashford.
thinking. I think we might see a Pogba and Fred midfield like we've seen before. McTominay might be on the bench.
Nah, he's gonna play McTominay, bro.
What do you think, Nuruddin?
You know what?
I think McFred.
I think McFred as well, bro.
Yeah, McFred. Most likely McFred.
Right, most outnumbered.
Don't be surprised if you see Pogba there.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Musa, what do you think he's going to play?
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
I think, because I've seen him drop McTominay before, for Fred and Pogba, I think he knows that low block, we can't break them down. We can't. I just think if he thinks we're going to break down that low block, like Nuruddin was saying, with Fred, because it's not a game where we need two holders. Their attack ain't like that. It's just that they defend well. So we need to press them, and we're going to need as many creative players as possible. So I just feel like to have both of them in the middle of the park.
Well, we're gonna have our team anyway. We're gonna have our team also. We're just thinking what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will do.
If we think it's an Ole, then I think it's the same 11 he's been playing. Same 11.
Yeah.
Okay, then Pogba on the left.
Yeah, Pogba on the left.
Again, this is what hurts me, man. He's gonna play Rashford on the right.
Yeah, he's gonna play Rashford, bro. He's gonna go for
which I think for me. I don't know about you guys. I want to sort of touch on the Rashford bit, yeah. If Rashford is playing on the right, what impact does he have on the game, guys? Because for me, I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. You know, you don't play him at all. You know, play Greenwood on there. At least.
It's not the same.
What crosses to Cavani? Maybe those just crosses to Cavani.
Yeah, but in a tournament, man,
maybe,
you know what I mean?
Maybe because it's a final, he might change the way he plays. But we all know that, like,
what coach is that coming from, Aaron?
As a professional footballer, I'm sorry, but if you're a forward, you should be able to play across the front three positions, bro. You should be able to do that. I can agree. I can agree that left wing is your favorite position, and that you predominantly want to play there. That's cool. I can agree with that. But still, bro, you're getting paid hundreds of thousands of pounds every week, bro. The least you can do is know how to play on the fucking right wing, bro. You know what I mean? So.
People say put Diallo in there, boy.
Bro, Diallo. I know I didn't really pay attention to the game yesterday, but Diallo was quality yesterday. His dribbling, his dribbling's better than Rashford's. Because he's dribbling and he's got his head up. He's got his wing mirrors. He's checking his surroundings. Like before he receives the ball, you could see like little glance, boom, receives it, turns. Those are little things like people don't pay attention to. They will only see Rashford banging him in from 30 yards and claim he's the best player in the world. Like, but I think he's gonna go back to his favorites, man. He's gonna play Rashford on that right hand side.
And then Bruno.
What I want Oli to do is if he sees that Rashford is not. If Rashford is not working on that right hand side, he has to have the bottle.
Yeah,
he has to have the courage to take him off.
Half time.
Don't wait till the 80th minute.
They're asking too much for him. That's all too much for Solskjaer, bro. He's gonna be on the tablet. That's all too much for him. He's gonna be on the tablet.
Find that tablet, man. I'm telling you, man.
That's too much for him to make big choices and decisions. This is what Emre would do. Pep. Even my man at Chelsea, they'll just start pulling people off. They'll sub someone on and sub them off.
Yeah, that's what Tuchel did with Hudson-Odoi, bro. He brought him on 20 minutes, took him off because you're not doing what I'm asking you to do.
Yeah.
So what are you on the pitch for?
Yeah,
off the pitch.
That's all too much for Solskjaer. He's not on that.
Get the likes of people, got 400 people watching. Make sure you like the video.
Sweating bricks at half-time, 0-0. I can't do nil. We need to just anyway.
And this you're right, Musa. The longer it stays 0-0, the more nervous I'm gonna be because the closer we get to the end, and it's still 0-0, they can nick a 1-0 and then they just shut up shop and then we have to try and break them down, which we all know we can't do. Yeah. We can't break a team down for shit.
They did it for 70 minutes against Real Madrid. They scored one goal and then shut it down. Real Madrid over. But at the end of the day, for me, Pogba, you know what? Playing like that ain't gonna work. For me, Greenwood deserves to start, and Rashford needs to play on the left-hand side. Even though I think Rashford's not doing anything on the left anyway. He's just
a big game player, though. Rashford's a big game player. He scores in his big games. That's one thing I got about Rashford.
Yeah, but
Turns up.
as much as I agree with that, you know, football careers are not just made out of big games. Unfortunately, you know, you have to deliver
That's
against
true.
every team.
But
you
you know
play
what,
against.
man? Then you know what, man? Then I was chatting to my brethren earlier in here, Chris. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rashford's still injured, you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
he's still injured.
because we were just watching some highlights of last season and the season before, how he used to move on the ball. As much as he used to frustrate us, he was moving sharper, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
I've,
right
said,
now
I've,
we're
said,
gonna
I've
go.
said it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Sorry, bro.
I can't remember the last time I watched a fully fit and sharp Rashford.
And fat and
yeah,
sharp, yeah.
that's true.
I think
That's the way
it
back.
has to be. It has to be at least 2 seasons ago.
100%.
At least.
Mm.
The
We're gonna
last
go
time
with
I seen
lockdown, just before lockdown.
Yeah, the last time I seen Rashford like fully fit, sharp, twisting man up, everything. The first game I think of was when Mourinho was still in charge, and then we played Liverpool at home. Remember, we won 2-0, and Rashford spun Trent bro on a different level. That was the last time I was like, Rashford's on smoke today. That's the last time I can remember. And then
you know what? I think when Ollie came in as well, the first 3 months of Ollie.
the first 3 months Rashford was on fire, scoring every single game, but not just scoring, but playing.
Setting up.
This is why I'm trying to give him a little leeway, because he's on 20 goals this season and he's not even fully fit. So I think Rashford is really developing as a player, and I think he's still got more to offer, more to learn. But I just feel like in this big game, don't be surprised if he's on the left, he cuts in, bangs it, and we're in 1-0. And then he doesn't
absolutely.
then he doesn't do nothing for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you know them ones.
Yeah, that's Rashford.
Absolutely. Right, we're going to go with what our team is, people. Our team for the game against Villarreal. And also in the comments, people, get the likes up. Also, make sure you guys let us know what your team is. Put your team down. If you disagree with our team, then let us know what to do and what to pick. Right, we're going for unanimous decision. David De Gea in goal.
Of course.
Yeah,
David De Gea in goal. Plus
In
permanent.
the final without him. Let's get it right.
Well, there you go then. You know what I mean? You got to reward that.
Yeah, because he made some crazy saves against Roma in that second leg.
Exactly. Right back, you know, I mean, self-explanatory, you know what I mean, the Spider-Man. What we're going to go for, unanimous decision is going to be, I would put Tuanzebe in there only because I think Bailly is going to be suspected injuries, man, and you don't want to lose him too early and then have to make a substitution. What you saying?
I actually think Bailly should be all right, you know, for the whole game.
Bailly's all right, man. Yeah, I'll play Bailly and Tuanzebe just because I feel like Lindelof he's not that defender for me to be pulling out these two men who just had a couple good games.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to be that level of defender for me to be like, come on, like now Lindelof has to play. But the fact that you got to think about it is enough to say that. And Lindelof, when was the last time he played with Bailly and Tuanzebe? Because recently these two have been they played against
5 subs.
That's true as well. You got 5 subs.
You got 5 subs as well.
Let's hope Ollie uses them. You feel me? We're gonna go with then. Lordy, what are you saying?
You know what? To me, Lindelof always lets me down, doesn't he? He always lets me down. So I don't have any expectation from him. So yeah, you know what? I'll go with Musa. I'll go with Musa. I'll see back.
Yeah.
And Bailly play.
Yeah, Luke Shaw, left back.
I think you put Lindelof instead of Tuanzebe.
Oh yeah, my bad.
It's the other way around, by the way. So Tuanzebe will play on the left.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Tuanzebe will play on the left. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Little tactical switch day. See that, boys?
Jeez.
You get me?
Coach Said in that comment.
Come on. It's on gassing it. All right, then. Middle of the park, people. Middle of the park. I would have put Tellers at left back. I don't know about you guys, but I think Tellers been on form. And I looked at European football. You need a lot of crosses in there. You need a lot.
He has done well in Europe as well.
This is my kind of feeling.
I think Tellers is hard done by because he has played well for us in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like obviously Luke Shaw is Luke Shaw, but I feel like if Tellers started, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset.
I wouldn't mind it be European football, you know what I mean? European pedigree. I don't know, man. I looked at the way he puts in crosses, man. I think Cavani would be loving life, and also he does well in corners. But hey, Shaw deserves it on the basis of the whole season, maybe. Right, midfield. This is where it gets tricky. I would play Donny. I don't know about you guys, but Donny's in there for me.
Yes.
For me, if we're going on the basis that Pogba's on the left, then I'll play Donny. But if we're going on the basis that we're going to bring Pogba back in the middle of the park, I think I go Pogba Matic, you know. I think I go Pogba Matic because Matic is an OG. He's won trophies. I think he's got at least 80 minutes in him, and I think that he brings a calmness back there. You know what I mean? I think he's able to hold off intercepts, release the ball. I think I go Matic and Pogba. They've played a couple times together, and that's if we put him in the middle of the park. But if we're not, then I bring Van der Beek back in.
That's true.
That's what I would do, because I'm just not having McTominay and Fred in there at all. I'm not having them at all in there for me.
I'm gonna go with Donny and this is a tricky one. I'll go with Donny and Matic.
I don't mind that. If we're saying Pogba's on the left, I'll go with that. I think
Pogba on the left.
Yeah, I can rock with that. Yeah.
But then I don't want Pogba on the left. I don't want Pogba on the left. I think Greenwood should play.
But do you want Pogba in the middle where
in the middle, yeah, you know what? Yeah.
What are you saying, Aaron? What are you saying?
Chris is saying in here that we leave Rashford on the bench. He's not fit.
You know what? That's a good shout.
Put Pogba on the left, Greenwood on the right. Rashford just has to stay on the bench and come on, because if he's not fit, he's not fit.
Yeah, I'm saying Donny and Matic as well. I would go with that, and then left Pogba, 10 Bruno, and then what's it called? Greenwood on the right. I think Greenwood will have a great impact from the right. He's been on form, bro. He's been scoring goals. Like, bro, let him play. He's on form.
Yeah, I think that's a good shot. Lord, what are you saying?
Like he said, you know what? Rashford, it's moments, isn't it? Moments,
yeah.
But then sometimes when he comes on, he does amazing, doesn't he? He looks good.
He looks good.
Rashford when he comes on.
And also,
Rashford's good at reading the game and coming on and then destroying defenders. He's good at that.
Yeah.
Also, you need a bench, man. You know what I mean? You got 5 subs. Diallo, obviously, you know what I mean? Certain players can come off the bench, you know what I mean? You can shore up the game, but also we got, we've got a lot of players in there. You know what I'm trying to say?
Purely on their performance yesterday, definitely. Matic and Van der Beek deserve to play.
So we've got the team there for us, people. David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bailly. We've got Twanzebe next to him, Luke Shaw. Got a double pivot of Donny van der Beek and Matic. We've got Greenwood on the right, Bruno Fernandes on the middle, and we've got Pogba on the left, Cavani in the middle. I think that is the most balanced team I've ever seen in a long while.
Saeed,
we're not even coaches.
Saeed, that's the team. I think apart from Greenwood, I think it was Rashford. No, other than obviously Maguire and Lindelof, I think it was Maguire and Bailly played, right? But this is the team that, to me, for 90 minutes, bullied Everton at Everton.
I know, exactly.
That's the team that lineup. And the thing about it is that, where you got Van der Beek there, sometimes Pogba can come back here.
I know.
And then Van der Beek goes where Pogba goes. So they can
exactly.
That's a balanced team. That is a very balanced
team, man. You get me? And I'm not even paid as a coach, people, but I still know my shit. You feel me? And we know our stuff, man. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man, Anna's gonna have to take it one there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. You have to take one for that one. You feel me?
Listen, the team that I've seen play amazing is that you play Twanzebe with Maguire, Greenwood with Rashford. And that's a team that absolutely destroyed. That's one of the best 90 minutes or games that I saw Man United play like this season.
Yeah.
Against Everton in the League Cup. Absolutely.
Yeah, because like it was saying there, Matic can drop and turn that quickly into a back 5. Yeah. We've just got a serious midfield there.
Yeah. You know what the saddest thing about it is? This all it is, yo. This will never happen.
All a dream.
But it's all a dream, man. It's all a dream. I'm just going to go over show you the Villarreal team in terms of danger men. And we're going to just kind of look at what they're about and whatnot. And I'm just going to pull it up right now for you people to see. But the main man has to be the guy up front, man, Moreno. I don't know if you guys can see that. 23 goals in 33 appearances, people. The problem with that is, after that, you've only got 6 goals, 5 goals, and 3 of them goals from Finger came within, Carlos Bacca came against Sevilla. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So I don't know in terms of the assists and whatnot, but it just shows the goals right there. But they're heavily reliant on Moreno.
Yeah, Moreno. And 10 assists. He's got 10 assists.
10 assists as well. So if Man United, we talk about they can take our danger, man. You know what I mean? If we can stop, Moreno and also Parejo, then I think we've got a chance. But the problem is, man, they're very stern in defense, man. That guy, Pau Torres, You know what I mean? They've got that other guy, the veteran. You know what I mean? Raul Albiol. You know, Juan Foyth is all right in there. So, you know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting, bro. We've got to keep these guys at bay, Norridin.
That's why I can see Russia starting on the bench. Just that last 70 minutes to get that Albiol at centre back.
Yeah, that's important, man. I feel like also looking at is that Norridin. There's one thing that I think if Solskjaer doesn't pick our team, if he's able to just say he wants to keep one of the McTominays and Fred, but if he can bring in Van der Beek into that middle of the park, so for example, keep McTominay and Van der Beek or Fred and Van der Beek, and keep that same front four of Pogba, Greenwood, Bruno, and Cavani, and just by adding Donny into the middle of that park, I think again it changes the dynamics so much.
Yeah.
So absolutely. I just feel like, because when I'm looking at the way Pogba peels off on the left, comes in, creates for Cavani, the same way Greenwood does it. We know Bruno. I think we've got too much for them, man. I'm really not worried about the game, to be honest. I'm only going to worry if it's 0-0 and it's McTominay and Fred. That's the only time I want to start worrying. But I just feel like we should just have too much for them, man. I feel like it's just, it's a robbery if Man United don't win this game by about 3-1 or something like that.
Yeah, man, big up Hash, man. We're working, bro. But I think for me, though, Norridin, man, it's all about the performance. We could just easily put in, you know, a kind of a solid team and whatnot. But if them people are not there, bro, and the lineup's not right, everything doesn't look right, then, brother, it's not going to be that kind of night, is it, man? It's going to be a difficult night.
Mate.
You're on mute, Norridin. You're on mute.
It's going to be good night, Vienna. Good night. That's how it is. Man United have to go and impose themselves. Of course, we're playing a good team. We're playing against a tactical manager. We're playing against a team that's there, players that are there for the reason to be final. It was a hard graft to get to this tournament. I absolutely despise this tournament. The fact that Man United are in it hurts me. It devastates me.
City could win it in about 3 days' time after.
You know what? Seriously. So I'm sorry to say, but I don't like this. But I just, for me personally, I already know where Man United are, and I know who Man United are. So if we were to lose this, I won't be going like a man, because I hate this competition. I never want to be in it. Never want to be in it. I never want to see it. Most of my lifetime supporting Man United, we were never in it. And actually, I rated it more when it was the old school UEFA Cup, because that one had balls in it. That had teams in it. That had proper teams in it back in the day. So for me, at the end of the day, this team, they've been working towards this all season. But he made the choice, other than going for the league. He chose.
What's your worries, Lodi? What's your worries? Tell me your worries for the final.
The worries that Bottle Job FC.
Yeah, if we bottle it tomorrow, the inquest begins. If we bottle it, we need to start an inquest immediately. Glazier's out, straight again. Everything.
You know, at the end of the day, the manager, even though he says, they back me. They don't back him. We all know what happens. We know how clubs run. You know what I mean? We know how our clubs run, man. You don't need to do the research. Man United are run as one of the most shabbiest clubs in the history of world football in terms of super clubs, in terms of big clubs. I don't want to use super club, but big clubs, additional clubs.
Villarreal haven't qualified for Europa League, I think. They haven't qualified for Europa League, so what an incentive to win the Champions League. What an incentive. You know what I mean? They've not qualified, apparently. They finished La Liga. Let me check the La Liga table where they finished this season.
Oh, you mean Villarreal?
Villarreal, yeah. They finished. Wow. They finished seventh.
They finished seventh, so they don't even qualify to play the conference.
I'm on straight smoke, man.
They've lost 10 this season. 3-0. 10 this season. They've drawn 13. They've won 15. There's a lot of draws in there. Goals.
That's similar to us. Imagine if Liverpool were all right, Chelsea were all right. We could have finished 7th.
44 goals conceded. They're similar to us, really.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're similar. They're similar season to us. In terms of that, if Liverpool were good, if Leicester didn't bottle it, if Chelsea were trying, we would be like Arsenal were decent. If Tottenham had a good season, with Arsenal and Tottenham.
No, but if we didn't bottle it, we would have won the league. That's the reality. If we didn't play games, because when I'm looking at the draws that we had, and how many games City's lost, we didn't lose them many games. We only lost more games than City in our last loss because we just gave up because they won the league. But really, they had like 5 losses, and the difference is we drew 10 games, and that's what killed us. Where they only drew 5, City.
Do you reckon they'll sit back more, in terms of, you know, Emery will look at them and think, you know what, sit back against these lot, isolate Bruno, isolate what's it called, the service to Cavani, and you know what, hit them on the break and you're done. The game is there for you. But
100%,
if they come
I think they're going to do that. But we just need to, like I said, there's not
smart.
like what is and we got to finish them. Like Mike Tyson says, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face. We just need to go in there and score early. That's when all their plans unravel, because now you're chasing the game. Like, everyone's got a plan until you go 1-0 down in the first 2 minutes, and then you start shaking. You know, defenders start looking at each other. Everyone starts looking at each other. Like, that's what we need to go in on. First couple of minutes, we need early goals, brothers. Early goals. That's what we need tomorrow. I mean, on Wednesday. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, you can defend all you want, but when that ball comes in, we know we've got a man like Cavani who can give bullet headers. Yeah, we need them balls in the box. We need early, and this is why. And one thing as well that Greenwood's improved on is his crosses. Greenwood's improved in putting that ball in where the striker wants it. So for me, I only see us, you know, early, like first half, at least two goals, at least a brace in the first half. Yeah, I'm proper confident.
Aaron, you just say attack. You know what I mean? What did the old sailor Sally Ferguson? Can Aaron? Can he do that? Attack. You know what I mean? In this Europa League, European technical football, where you know you can't just do that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be tricky, man, because Villarreal will try and hurt us when they can. You know what I mean? They'll try to dictate.
Yeah, of course.
From yes, but flawless.
Yes. Of course, you can go all attack, but I don't think Oli will do that because he likes to have that sense of security in it. He likes to have the two bodyguards, the alarm system, Fred and McTominay. He likes to have that.
I love that alarm system.
You know what I'm saying? He needs the alarm system because he knows if he doesn't, put on that alarm system, everyone's gonna break into Man United's house. So he needs that. He needs it. So but
but the alarm system is faulty. It doesn't work properly. When they get
but Oli doesn't want to admit that. He doesn't want to admit that he has to change.
They get plus 52 goals and we lose games.
I know, but Oli doesn't want to admit or realize that he needs to change his alarm system. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he was with Aaron United's alarm system companies, he needs to change the size alarm system company, but he doesn't want to realize that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bruv, like, we can go attack, especially, let's say, if we're down 1-0 and it's 15 minutes to go. Bro, throw everyone on there, bro. 15 minutes to go. This is where, again, what Musa was talking about, this is where the whole Sir Alex Ferguson interview comes in. 15 minutes to go. You're down 1-0. Bruv, just bring every man on, bro. Everyone that you know can be a goal threat, bring him on. It doesn't matter where they play because a goal threat is a goal threat.
Listen, did you see what Ferguson said? Ferguson sometimes used that tactic as the intimidation tactic because
it sends out a message.
The substitutions, the other manager's thinking, and then the players are thinking, the opposition are thinking, damn, everybody's coming forward. That's how we build. That's how we build.
And he said, bro, if you're down 1-0, and you've got 5 changes, remember. So if you're down 1-0 in the final of the Europa League, you bring on bare attacking players. That sends out a message to all of the opponents and be like, yo, I just had to deal with flipping Rashford for 75 minutes. Now Greenwood's coming on. Oh my days. Yeah. And on top of that, I don't know whether he's gonna go to his left or go to his right, bro. That's a problem. Then another defender's been having to deal with, I don't know. He probably didn't have to deal with anyone, but then bringing on Amad Diallo. Diallo can very go for it as well. He's very direct. Very direct. It's dribbling. He's a problem. You know what I'm saying? If I can literally see this happening, if we are down 1-0 in the final, Oli will bring on Matic. He'll bring on Brandon Williams. I mean, he'll
don't say that, Aaron. He can't do that, surely. Bro,
he'll try and give minutes. You know what I'm saying? Go on, son. Go and have some minutes. Go have some minutes, son.
That's scandalous, sir.
Yeah. Ronald Jacob. We got a couple of super chats here.
I tried to see my best buddy accent.
We got a couple of super chats here. Ronald Jacob goes,
Go on, lad.
Go on, lad. You know, them stairs are killer, man. Don't want to see Linda Stuff in the back line for the final. Buy into Azabi for me. CDM, Matic and Donny. No McFred, but McFred will play them. Also, Jerome T Green, big up to the super chat. Against smart strikers, United struggled. De Jong last season, the season where Donny, where we're done by pace, by runs, by the striker. Moreno is smart. That's what I'm trying to say to you, especially against Twan Zabi, who's not really street smart. He's not really, you get me.
There you go.
I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm not too sure, but yo, Flawless. I don't know if you catch your breath there, but yo, what you say for the final, man?
Yo, hella stairs on that, fam. Yo, them stairs is a mazza, fam. I'm telling you,
man.
Them stairs is a mazza. Ridiculous, fam.
Out of breath.
Get me. I love pie, but them stairs, Jesus, yo, they trying to finish, man. You get what I'm saying? Trying to finish, man. Whew. Whew. Why did I look?
What you say for the final, brother?
Go on. I think we'll win the final still. I think we'll win the final. I do genuinely believe we'll win the final. The same reason why I pick us to win every game is because of the attacking players we have. All it takes is for a couple of those players, whether it's a Greenwood and a Bruno, a Rashford and a Pogba, Cavani. Look at the players I'm naming. Even Donny, who played well against, I thought played very well against Wolves, especially in the first half. We have enough to get past Villarreal. Yes, they seem to be in form, but where did they finish in their league? 7th? Yeah, man, that was my Europa League journeys. Facts, yo. You hear me? Hella stairs and that. Jesus Christ. You hear me? But yeah, man, I think we'll win the final. I genuinely do. You know what I'm saying? And that. Yeah, man, I was taking my time, yo. There's 4 stairs, man. That's why I was taking my time. I can't be running up them stairs and that. Pace yourself. None of this hard yards business. You know what I'm saying? And
come on.
None of this hard yards thing. Man has to relax in that. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Get me hella stairs, like going to Newcastle away or some shit. Or friggin' the toilet.
What makes you not confident though, Flawless? What makes you not confident? What makes you not think that believe that Ollie will just mess it up?
Because we've seen Ollie mess up.
That's a leading question. That's a leading question.
But Ollie's a leading manager, you feel me?
Yeah,
he never gives me anything. You know the ones there, bro. It's when he messes up, I can never give a question of. You get me?
Yeah, that's my only concern, fam. You get what I'm saying? And that in terms of we've seen Ollie mess up these type of things before. The reason why we're talking about
Ollie's not on the pitch. People forget that. Sorry, Flawless. Let me just put this in. That is the most agenda-nized. We got a new word, people. Get ready for the audience. The most agenda-nized question I've ever heard. You know what I mean? He's only got to mess up.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because at the end of the day, we know we've got a team.
You know what? If you listen to Rio Ferdinand, I've watched things with Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand goes, sometimes, you know, the managers asked us to do something, yeah? The game wasn't going that way. Our game plan wasn't going. We change it. Roy Keane says that loads of times.
Yeah, but come on, man.
Players on the pitch to change it.
Yo, that's 20 years ago, man. No, he said he's confident. So I said to you, what could jeopardize it? What decisions? What Ollie thinks?
We know what can jeopardize it. Yes, can the players do it? We know what our defense is like. Yeah, our defense isn't the best. We know that. We know what our midfield's like if he does play the double pivot of McFred. We know what the issues are. The issues is our defense and our central midfield. Our attack is great. If we're going to win this game, it's going to be on our attacking players. If we lose it, it's going to be on our defense, us making individual errors at the back. That's what it is. And the thing is with Ollie, if it is going wrong, do I trust him to make the correct sub or a tactical change to change it? Absolutely not. It's all on the players. Yeah. It's all on the players I'm looking at. I hope I'm wrong. And if it is 0-0, and I heard Aaron talking about it as I was going up them stairs, about if it's 20 minutes to go and it's 0-0 or we're 1-0 down, does Ollie throw the kitchen sink at it? Like, he has to, surely. You can't be 0-0 or 1-0 down in the final and you're bringing on Matic, who's a holding midfielder. Make attacking changes if we are losing. Like, go for the game. You know what I'm saying? And that. Yeah. Sorry, that comment cracked me up and that. But yeah, that's what it. But I think we'll win it. Like I said, I think we have enough to get past Villarreal. I've been saying this we should win this competition.
One thing I would say, if the players think they can go around like we did in the league games, all those away games and that, where we think we can concede and we all think, oh yeah, you know what I mean, come back FC, we can roll it back. You know?
Yeah. We can't be doing the doggy style FC thing.
Not in the final, mate.
We got Ronald Jacob.
I'll go out and win.
Yeah.
I don't know if you hear me, Flawless, but you're listening to the show, but I said it. Man United, and then Musa agree on this. United have to go and impose themselves from minute one. Get this game out of sight. Get 1 or 2 nils out in there and get it out of sight, mate. Get it out of sight. Because if they score first, we're in trouble. Because they're a low block team. They will sit back comfortably there, make it a back 5 almost. Coquelin will go in with the centre half. And the other two will just, everybody will come back and defend, mate. That's how they roll. That's what they did against Real Madrid. I watched highlights this morning. That's what they did against Real Madrid.
I hear you. Here's the thing is, though, I could see us going a goal behind. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
it would not.
Exactly, it wouldn't surprise
me. No, I understand it won't surprise you, but we cannot do it.
I don't want to
do that. Final as well. No 2 legs as well, by the way.
Not do it. It will not surprise anyone. That's been Man United. Leakage FC, mate.
Yeah. We got super chat here from Reynolds Jacob. Goes, play McFred messes up for Ollie. We don't have the damn defense. It's a damn fence and everyone's climbing. But Sir Rashford after 60 starts Pogba at left wing. We'll see. You know what I'm trying to say to you. But right now, we've got over 526 people. Get the likes up before we kind of get the predictions in right now. This is judgment time. I'm going to start off first. I think Man United will go into extra time and then win it in extra time.
Wow. You saying extra
time? So I'm going for 2-1 in extra time. Nuruddin, over to you.
He's on mute.
You're on mute, Nuruddin. You're on mute. I hope Man United are on mute, man.
Yeah.
You there, Nuruddin?
Looks like something's wrong with the madness. Man. Yeah, I can hear him. Neil Ashton. Neil Ashton's at that.
Neil Ashton, yeah.
He's back. Neil Ashton's back, yeah.
He's back.
He's running madness. But you know what? We don't win 1-0, so it'll either be 2-1 or 2-1. 2-0 or 2-1 Man United.
Yeah.
But
2-1.
Like you say, don't be surprised if it goes to extra time. I won't be surprised because it's going to be a tight game. If Ollie, if the tactics of the players don't take it seriously and want to go and win, and if we take it leisurely and we go in that like kind of lethargic FC, lackluster FC turns up, it depends who turns up. If lackluster FC, lethargic FC turns up, then I think we could be good night Vienna. But if a proper team turns up, we could win 2-0.
True. 1-0 Villarreal. I'll take a 2-1. I think more people. I see a 2-1 Villarreal. Wow. 1-1 extra time. Goodwood on striker. I think everyone's going extra 2-1. Got super chat here before you come in there, Aaron, on this one. Has Ollie ever shown the ruthlessness near to win a final? Hasn't dropped Rashford being injured? Persist with McFred. I don't see it. Big up Jerome T for the super chats today, bro. I appreciate that. Aaron, your verdict, bro. Your verdict.
I think I'm with Nerdin on this one. I think we can win, but if we do, we will most likely concede. So I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1 United.
2-1 United. Musa, I feel like you're a bit confident than me, everyone else in here, man. I think you're the most confident.
You said 5-0, yeah?
They're drilling in here, but I'm going 4-1 Cavani hat-trick.
Wow.
Mad.
Jeez, man, like Musa, you know, coming with that confidence.
Stroh's here with it. He agrees. He says 4-1 United. That's what you just said.
Yeah, but I know Stroh's got some subliminals there, man. You know what I mean? Maybe it's
I'm going 4-1. We're going to put them
Stroh is agenda-based. There are agendanized predictions in that. In his Stroh.
Yeah, man.
Hella agendas in that. You see these Liverpool guys.
Flawless. It's down to you now.
Yeah, I reckon I agree with Aaron. I'm saying 2-1 United, I reckon it'll be. But not in extra time. We'll get the job done in 90 minutes. Probably go a goal down and then, you get me, do what we do best and come from behind. That's us.
Yeah.
That's Manchester. That's what we've done the whole season and that. Obviously, I want a nice...
FC, you know, that's what some man screamed at me the other day, you know. What's happening with Backshots FC? That's what he said to me.
That's us, man. Doggy Style FC, man. That's us, man. That's what we do.
Come on. But people.
Shout out Calvin, man. Shout out Calvin. He watches. I know he watches. He's like,
I'm telling you.
Like, what's going on with Backshots FC?
That is wild.
Telling you.
Backshots FC, though. That's what he called it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man. Big up Osman as well in the comments. You get me. Make sure you subscribe to his channel.
Yo, big up Osman, bro. Osman as well, man. Shout out to Osman, bro.
Man.
That's lean,
but people, it's just the ultimate podcast before the madness, people. a long inquest could happen if we don't win this Europa League, or we could be looking forward to the future, looking forward to next season. Hopefully, get some players in that. But listen, it's make or break.
Stop pushing that propaganda. Win, lose, or draw. Wednesday, lasers out. People on here, get on social media, follow, get behind the campaign. Not a penny more. I say it proud. I say it with my chest, people. Win, lose, or draw. Europa League or no Europa League. We know the real problem in our club. We know the real problem. And do you trust this man if we got beat and on the Ollie? Do you trust this board to go and hire a proper manager? No. No structure, no party, people.
No party.
Structure, no party.
That's it. That's the best way to end the show. You get me? Big up to everybody who's tuned in. We've had over 500 people throughout the whole live of this video. So make sure you guys are leaving by smashing the likes. I think we've got 200 likes, people. I reckon you can get more than that for people. You know what I mean? If you are genuine and you are sincere, please smash a like on the video. Whatever, one by one.
Yo, big up Malcolm here, man. Big
up Malcolm as well, man. Always tuning in, you get me. Big up all the mods, all the regulars, you get me. 125 started at 2019. Big up to everybody, man. You get me. It's a journey, and we keep going, people. But one by one, everyone shout out their channels. Nuruddin, start with you. United Real Therapy.
Mr. Structure, you know me. I'm educating people, man. I've not seen you guys on there for a long time, brothers, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there, man. Come on.
Tomorrow. I'm doing a preview tomorrow, so I'll send it. I'll do it now, actually. I'll set it up now and I'll send it to you, yeah?
Yes, big up, man.
Yeah.
Big up, bro.
Okay. Well, yeah, Mr. Structure, on the road to 2,000 people. Come on, become part of the Therapy Army, people. Therapy Army. We were in that channel. We don't shy away from nada.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I want to say, on this, I know it's on this podcast, but shout out Mo Arsenal, man. Shout out Mo Arsenal. Free Palestine. Always with my chest, man. Always with my chest.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, big up, man. Big up.
Absolutely. Aaron, Mr. Aaron United, make sure you go check out his channel as well. You get me doing bits over there. Make sure you go. Come on.
I'm preparing
road to 15, man.
Road to 15K. I'm preparing big shows for the Euros coming up. Big watch along coming up as well.
Come on.
And yeah, man. So make sure you subscribe.
100%, man. 100%. And obviously, flawless Sarcasm City. You get me. You got Pi Radio in about 10 minutes, haven't you? Pi Radio.
Yes. Spawn, yeah. I'm from a Third Eye View, Pi Radio. Myself and Stro discussing obviously the top four. He's gassed because Liverpool made top four, so we'll be discussing that. We'll be rating every team's season as well in the Premier League from 1 to 10, from the top of the table to the bottom. Also,
come on.
And like you said, man, Sarcasm City TV. You've seen all three of these goats here with me on the channel. Gonna get them all back on again soon. But yeah, please subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. Road to 3K. Road to 3K. So we're almost there. And
you know what? Can I just say to Stro, yeah? That's how crap the Premier League is, yeah? His team finishes third. That's how much of a shambles the Premier League this season.
I know. You know what I mean?
Give Liverpool their flowers. Give Liverpool their flowers, innit? With all the injuries they have.
Brandon.
They deserve finishing third in that. You know what I'm saying? In that.
Come on. 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Man,
okay. Pray for Goma as well, man. Pray for Goma, man. Central African Republic, man.
Yeah,
pray
man.
For people out there, man.
Absolutely. You know what it is, man. Pray for Palestine as well. Free Palestine. You know what it is, man. Also pray for Goma. You know what I mean? Thoughts are with Goma at the minute. But yeah, man, people, like the video, subscribe to Saeed TV. Road to 40K, but you know what it is, man. Love, we're gonna see you soon. Hopefully,
that man said road to 40K. You know, we ain't just bypassing that. Salute to you.
Come on.
Said road to 40K like it's a normal.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. You
get me? You lot hit the
road to 40K. Come on, man. People, love. You get me? We'll be back tomorrow with Mank Talk. Me and Steve will be back tomorrow 6 p.m. Make sure you go check that out. But other than that, enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. Love, and we'll be back soon, people.